The king of thrash is back, and it's redder than ever. And no, I'm not talking about myself trying to swim in the shallow end of the pool with no sunscreen on. I'm talking about my favorite preamp pedal for classic thrash tones, the Electric Eye Thrasher. So today, we're gonna revisit this pedal, and then I'm gonna give it to you. Let's do it. Alright guys, hope you're doing great out there today. If this is your first time here at my channel, my name is Kyle. What I do is I take all sorts of awesome high gain related guitar equipment, I record it with a simple SM57 setup, and I give you the unprocessed audio on your end. So if you're into Eastender thrash riffs, dropsy hardcore riffs, and dudes that have a funny voice because they choked on something earlier, boy that sounded bad, you're in the right place. Consider hitting the like button and subscribing on your way out so you don't miss any more of my stuff. Thanks! Alright guys, so as I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, we are taking a look at a pedal that I've actually already demoed on this channel before. Man, my voice really does sound f***ed up. And that is the Electric Eye Thrasher. Now, I actually really love this pedal. If you go back and watch my initial review on it, I felt like it really nailed those classic 80s thrash tones. And I felt like Silas and Electric Eye Audio did a great job at capturing that sound and basically putting it in a box. The JCM 800 in a box is essentially what it's supposed to be. And the concept of the pedal was essentially just that. It's supposed to be a JCM 800 style preamp in the box with two different boosts added. Those two different boosts give it two different voicings, one being voiced for the Bay Area style of thrash, which is a little bit more mid-forward, a little bit tighter, a little bit more aggressive, or the New York style of thrash, which was like a little bit of a scoopier, a little bit brighter sound. And honestly, I feel like both voicings are very truthful to what they are trying to accomplish. So when Silas reached out and asked me if I wanted to do another video for the pedal and offered to send me an extra one in order to give away to you guys, I'm gonna take it. And also I thought that it was super cool that Silas wanted to send me one to give away to you guys and give back to the viewers of the channel. So with all that being said, this is a sponsored video, so feel free to take everything that I have to say with a grain of salt. I am being paid to share this with you guys here on the channel, but just know you're gonna get my honest thoughts and opinions as you always do. So please keep that in mind. So we started off a little different on this video, throwing the pedal into an actual mix with bass and drums, since I've been doing a little bit more of that lately and you guys seem to be enjoying it. So let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. But yeah, for that mix, I basically just put this pedal directly into the front of my interface and then into an impulse response, and those are the tones that I got. I wanted to show it like that, number one, because it's something different than we did on the first video, and number two, it kind of just shows you how versatile this pedal can be. You can use it as a recording preamp direct into your interface, or you can put it in front of a pedal power amp, such as we're gonna do for the rest of this video. We are utilizing the Blackstar Amped 1 power amp into an Ampeg 16 ohm V30 loaded speaker cabinet. We've got a V30 and a Royer R121 on this speaker cabinet, and I'm basically just gonna make this quick. We've already heard tones out of this pedal, but I'm just gonna revisit it with a few guitars that have classic thrash pickups in it to show you guys what this thing can do. We're starting off with my Gibson Les Paul here with a Duncan JB in the bridge, and then after that we are going to move to a guitar with a Duncan distortion in it, and then finally a guitar with an EMG 81 in it, because I feel like the EMG 81 is pretty much the thrash pickup of the 80s next to the JB. So with that being said, I'm going to do something a little crazy, a little weird for me. Number one, I'm going to keep my pants on for this entire video. And number two, we're not gonna hit this with any overdrives, just to prove to you that this thing can get the saturated thrash tones that you so desire without any sort of external pedals needed. So with that being said, we are starting off with the JB in the bridge. The pedal is set up the way that you see it here. We are on the Bay Area setting. All right, so this thing right out of the box, right into the front of the pedal, it definitely gives me that pushed JMP or JCM 800 style sound. One of the things that really stands out to me, one of the things that I feel like they captured really well with this pedal is the low end. If you're familiar with the JMP or really any Marshalls in general that get into the higher gain territory, they almost have this like rubbery, like thuddy style of low end, and I feel like that's captured perfectly on the Thrasher pedal. It really, really does remind me of pushing my JMP with something like a Boss SD1 or something like that. Sounds really cool. That was the Bay Area voicing, so let's flip it over to the New York voicing and let's dial in a tone there. All right, so with the New York voicing, things are obviously a good bit darker. I am noticing this, this particular voicing is not really like jiving well with my JB. My JB is a little microphonic in this guitar and it seems to be hitting just the right frequencies to make the pedal feedback a little bit. So I'm actually gonna take this opportunity to go ahead and switch the guitar for one with a different pickup, and hopefully that'll stop making my camera go crazy. All right guys, so we're switched over to the New York voicing. We have a Duncan distortion loaded up in my LTD Phoenix here, and you guessed it, we're gonna riff. All right, so as you guys can tell, the New York voicing definitely has this like kind of crazy like guttural mid thing going on. It makes the upper mids a little bit rounder, a little bit more pronounced, and a little bit brighter up top. I personally like the Bay Area setting more, especially for this current setup. So let's go back over and let's test that out with this Duncan distortion. Oh, totally botched that song. Yeah, I'm definitely digging this thing way more in the Bay Area side. I think it sounds great with the Duncan distortion as well. But let's try it with one more pickup, the EMG 81. All right, guys, so I have my Jackson Randy Rhodes here with the EMG 81 on the bridge. Again, we have no overdrives on out in front of this pedal, and it is just literally classic thrash city with this pickup. Dude, all day. That is such a classic sounding thrash tone. That sounds really good. Let's try the New York setting one more time. Alright, so with the EMG, because the EMG is just so much of a smoother pickup, seems to complement that New York side of things much, much better in my opinion. It balances it out quite a bit. Let's play one last riff and let's see if we can get kind of like an old New York hardcore style tone. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me today on the Thrasher pedal from Electric Eye Audio. What do you guys think about this thing? I love this thing just as much as the first time that I demoed it here on the channel. My feelings have not changed whatsoever. I think this is an awesome thrash in the box, amp in the box type pedal if you're going for those old school thrash tones. It just nails it, especially with this EMG in the bridge. One of the few times that I am preferring an EMG over a passive. It just sounds right. So yeah, what are your thoughts about this pedal? What do you think about the tones that I was able to get out of it? If you have this pedal or have tried it, what has your experience been? Let me know down below in the comments. I'll be sure to meet you guys down there to chat about it. If you would like to pick up one of these pedals for yourself, I will link to Electric Eye Audio down in the description in the comments of this video. They are $189. As you can see, they have a red version available on top of the black version that I originally demoed, and they are currently in stock. And for those of you who stuck around to the end, it's time for the giveaway details. Head to the giveaway link down below in the description and in the comments of this video and sign up through that link. There are a couple of things that you guys can do in order to give yourself more entries, aka more chances in this giveaway in order to win this pedal. Unfortunately, right now, this is for US and Canada only because international shipping is a pain. But yeah, head to that link and you can do things like subscribe to my second YouTube channel, follow my Instagram pages, anything like that will gain you guys extra entries. I'm gonna give this thing 72 hours in order for you guys to sign up, in order for you to win this pedal, and then I will hit up the winner once it is chosen. It, as in a person. I wish you guys luck. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun with this one. If you did, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, subscribe on the way out. If you want to help my channel, all the affiliate links for Zounds and Sweetwater apply, or you could also consider joining this list of incredible people and joining my Patreon community and supporting the channel that way. I would really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for everything that you guys do to support me. I'm happy to have companies like Electric Eye Audio willing to give back to you, the audience. That's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Kyle here again. We'll see you next time. Bye.
You know what this wall is missing? Another amp. There we go.